Hello, everyone. This is Carrie, the Crazy Book Lady, and I am a little bit behind, but with kids home, it's really hard to get a lot done. So I'm gonna work on, do a couple of videos, and kind of showing you how I get ready for the beginning of the year, and some new things that I am trying. Sorry, the back of my hair is like I can see it in the video, and it's driving me nuts. So I'm new to really doing videos, so I'm gonna be there'll probably be a lot of mistakes, but that's how we grow, is there are mistakes. So anyway, today, uh, I'm going to be working on a gratitude journal. This was something back in June or July at conference that they recommended doing for people, and it was to help put perspective on things, and it also helps you work towards your goals. Um, and so my word of the year is to be an overcomer, and I let a lot of obstacles derail me. And so I'm wanting to overcome those things. So I'm going to do a um, gratitude journal. I'm starting it now to help me keep focus on that. But one of my best friends, she did this a couple weeks ago, where she actually shows you how she draws up and designs her gratitude journal page for the month, and I love it. And that's kind of where I'm stealing the idea from Simply Stacy, Texas. Um, but she also started this month with a vision board page. Well, for me, I want to do the vision board because I need to do that, and I'm a little behind, like I said. So I'm going to do a vision board, but I'm also going to have a page that's just the vision board, and then I'm also going to do my January gratitude page on a different. Now, I can't say that I'm completely behind. Um, I got this gifted to me a while back, and if you do not know what this is, um, it's amazing. Especially if you're a little bit of a geek like me. I love taking notes. I love making lists. I love being, I guess it's considered gold, uh, color personality. But I lose track of my notebooks. So somebody had gifted me this, and this is a digital notebook. And basically, it's called a Rocket Book, and this one's the Fusion version. And so you have um, a couple of the pages are pre-printed out with things like this. Here's just a destination page where you scan it and where they go to, what the icons are set up so you know where they go. This is just a project or a to-do list page, basically. A weekly schedule, monthly schedule, and then these are like goal planning. Um, I need to use those pages right now. So I had I started to do a book log because I do have the goal of doing 52 books this year. Problem is I did this so small that you can't really write on it. And the other problem I noticed is that um, well, the thing with the Rocket Books, you can write on them, you can scan them with your phone, and then you can erase them. It wipes right off with water. And you scan it and just take a picture of the phone with the app for the book, and it goes to the destination that you set up for that page. At the bottom of the pages, it's hard to see, but they're little icons, and it'll go to wherever if you darken in the spot. But you're not really supposed to leave the ink on for very long, so this would be on all year long. Plus, I have not bought the highlighters that work with this notebook. Which is also why when I was going to, this is where I started to do my gratitude journal, setting it up, and then I realized I can't get as decorative and creative as I wanted. So, whereas I keep this notebook with me all the time because I can take one notebook everywhere, to church, to classes, on my online meetings, take all my notes, and I can just scan them at the end of the week, and they all go to the exact places they're supposed to go. And I'm not carrying 12 different notebooks, one for church, one for Bible study, one for Osborne books and more, one for Young Living and such. So um, I can also do my meal planning, and I keep this around, and I can also pull it up on my phone. I can also do to-do lists that update on here as well. But like I said, I have not purchased the special highlighters and markers. I have like 4 colors of pens for it. So I'm not quite where I could use this. And some things I like to color with pencil, and other I like to color with marker. So this was be limiting. So I decided I did have to use a regular notebook. So this here is funny because this was my prayer journal that I started like 2 years ago, and I did like a couple pages in it, and then I abandoned it because I lost it. That's why the Rocket Book's so great, because I keep it everywhere. I don't have to, I have to have this notebook to keep it in. But this is one that I felt that if I'm using it on a daily basis, I would be able to find it. And if I have it in the spot that I'm going to be focusing on doing my gratitude journal, then I would be able to keep up with it. It's not like trying to do prayers all over the place because I pray everywhere. So um, that doesn't make it very helpful if you can't keep up with the notebook. So uh, starting out on a blank page, and we're going to work on the vision board part of it. And then I might do another video where I'm going to do the gratitude journal part. So this one, we're going to set up the page for my vision board and such. And then I will probably post a finished picture of it. So like I said, kind of bear with me. I'm not that tech savvy on some of this stuff. I think I know all the components. It's just going to be a matter of learning how to edit. So I have a blank page, and this is, like I said, going to be my vision board. We're going to take, I just feel like if I'm going to start, I'm going to put like the date, and since my word's going to be overcome, I'm going to put overcome on here, overcomer on it. So, and we're going to decorate, and then around there, I'm probably going to break this into 4 sections where one is my Osborne Books goals, my family goals, my personal goals, and I don't know, but something like that, where it has all the different aspects on here. So, because we're doing this, I could use my fusions, they're erasable, or I could just use a colored pencil, since I didn't grab a pencil like I had planned on. So like I said, I was going to put on here the date. So, how many of you guys do gratitude journals? I had started doing one, like I said, our conference was back in, I want to say June, it might have been July, and they brought this up. So then I spent a month YouTubing videos, which basically, to figure out what it was. I also shopped, and I had even asked on Facebook for styles that people liked, but one, I didn't feel like I got much response on that, and two, well, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I really wasn't quite for sure if we really had it in the budget to spend money on something like that. So I had been just writing down on paper at night what I was worried about, and then I would go, after I cleared my mind of what was bothering me, this is also to help me sleep at night, what was bothering me, I would then put down where I thought God had met me before in the past and done similar things to remind me that He's overcome this before. I didn't realize I already used my word, but He's taken care of this before, and He's got this, and He can take it and take care of it again. So this was something that that's how I've done it. After watching some more videos, I realized that kind of wasn't the point, but it was working really well for me. But I was doing it in a notes app on my phone, so I wasn't waking up my husband working on it, because sometimes he goes to bed early because of his job. So I'm a creative person, and it really wasn't that fun because I'm just typing in notes in my memo section on my phone. Now, granted, that poor little app for my memo section on my phone gets a lot of work because I use it for everything. Or I was. Now I'm trying to be much more better at using my notebook, my Rocketbook, because it's so easy to take my notes in that. Plus, my pastor, she had said that you actually benefit more mentally from actually writing a message down. You retain it better than if you were to just type it in your phone. And so I'm kind of checking that out and see how that works. But anyway, like I said, maybe we're going to put the year of the overcomer. Anyway, I went back and forth on my word for the year. I have never, I'm going to be honest with you, I have not been a person who does resolutions. I do come up with some things I want to work on as goals, but I never go into all the detail. I'm terrible at coming up with the steps, breaking it down, making it measurable. That is not me. And then the word just seems so difficult to pinpoint one word that can mean so much. And I think I was making it a lot bigger than it should be, but it sounded much more manageable if I'm just striving to be one word. Well, I was going to, I got it down to, in January, in December, I narrowed it down to 2 words, and one was either overcomer or the other one is surrender. And technically, in my mind, where I'm with those 2 words, it was basically saying the same thing, or it was the same goal or idea. And that was that one of the reasons I don't overcome things is because I never surrender it to God. I tell him it, I ask him for help with it, but I do not relinquish it. I keep it around with me and tuck it in my back pocket and walk around with it all day. So I know that I use a lot of things as a crutch. So that's why. But outside of the biblical realm, surrender has a really negative thought. And even though I know I was talking about surrendering it to God to overcome things, it just felt negative. Even though I understood the meaning, I didn't want others to get lost if I shared it. So I went with the overcomer part. Even though I know for me to overcome something, I have to give it to God. And one of the biggest things is going to be my anxiety. I have some very big goals that I would like to reach. I need to reach for our family. And so I don't have room to be worrying about how to do it, where to do it. Am I enough to do it? Am I worthy enough? And the anxiety has robbed me from being able to meet these goals in the past. So I'm kind of declaring that I'm done having anxiety. And that's one of the reasons this gratitude journal is going to be really important to me. So it's easy to get lost in your mind when you have anxiety and not realize you've not moved anywhere. All you've done is sit and think about it. So, alright, so I got my outline done. So, now, I don't really want to color it with marker because it's going to be really bold. So I think I'm going to stick with the colored pencils. And that for the coloring on it. Because then I can write on ink on top of this for my goals and my vision board. So I would love to hear some of your guys' success stories or tips that you have found to do, or what you think about this. Like I said, this came from one of my wonderful sisters in Christ. She is so much better at doing all the videoing and YouTubing, and I am not. doing videos is not my thing. Going Facebook Live is not really good. Isn't really one of my things. But we're done with what was my thing, and we're going to work on what's going to be my thing. So I'm going to overcome my ability to work certain technology, and I'm going to be doing a lot more videos and a lot more lives. So I probably could have chickened and made this a live video on Facebook automatically, but right now there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world right now, and who knows where. I don't want to put stuff completely on Facebook because I don't know if it's going to be around for much longer. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to do if it's not around, because that's kind of that's my main platform. And honestly, any of the other platforms are all linked unless you do some of the newer ones, but as of today, they just shut some of those down. So, but anyway, I figured I would still save my videos, at least in my YouTube channel, and post them from there. Especially because a lot of times the videos, like this, I'm planning on editing, so you're not sitting here watching me talk. You can be watching me draw or color. And instead of just watching me talk. And it's not like I have a good cameraman, because my kids get this, if they're not on the camera, they don't really want to be a part of it. And I haven't figured out how to flip it well on live, so I can edit this between the two cameras that I got running, and we can hopefully when I'm done, this will be one really nice mesh together. Look. I'm having trouble seeing my colors. So, I am not going to take a lot much longer. I will be coloring this in. And then, like I said, I'm going to be breaking it down. And basically, I'm going to have an area that is, for me, personally, what am I hoping to accomplish this year? And I'm going to try to be as descriptive as possible. What does it feel like? So it'll have things that I'm going to overcome my anxiety. And that's going to be, for me, I would be getting projects completed instead of starting something and abandoning it because I get lost in thought and paralyzed to do something. I'm gonna add a new layer to my spiritual life. I've been serving more, which that is wonderful, but I kind of cut out the Bible study, the group Bible study, and I'm going to probably still stay away from the group Bible study, but I need to pick up some personal Bible study to go with that. So I need to do a better job at spending time in my Bible. And the biggest thing, which appears to be one of my bigger issues, is I'm going to better organize my time. I have tons of goals and tons of things I think I should be doing. And I am really bad about going, oh, squirrel, and that go all out the window. So ultimately, I need to come up with a little bit better time management. I have done really well recently with just doing like meal planning and such like that. But my actual day-to-day activities, I have not been doing a very good job of going, okay, today I am going to spend an hour with the Bible and prayer time, and then I'm going to do such and such and do such and such. So I'm hoping to look into doing time blocking. I have, like I said, I have every intention to accomplish over 100 things a day, but I might start on one thing and venture off course, or that one thing I decide I'm going to see it all the way through, and then I never get to where, to the next item. Of course, there's also these moments that I get these creative ideas like, okay, I've got to do this. Like my hallway. My hallway is one of those projects that I couldn't take it no more, the chaos. So we had to drop everything, which I did, and tear it all down, paint it, or we'll patch it, paint it as much as I could, considering that this isn't really my property. So some things couldn't be done as well as I wish I could have done it, because there was no point in me buying drywall and all sorts of other stuff to fix something that's not even mine. But I stopped and did all that stuff when there was other things I probably should have been doing. So, so as you see, this is going to be the vision board part. So there's going to be an area that's going to be, just like this one here, we'll say is my personal area. And then this one will be probably my family life. And I know over here is going to be my U-bam. I don't know what's going to go here right now. These are the three things that I've been focused the most on right now. So those are probably going to become, like I said, the 4 areas. Like I said, I don't know what the one is. I got a lot of it figured out for all of the others. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here because I'm going to finish coloring this, and then I'll take a picture of it, and then I'm going to fill it out, but and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to share that too, because I don't know, I think sometimes vision boards are very personal. maybe that's part of my problem. I'm making a big deal about it when that's when I need to be sharing it. Could be. So, anyway, please let me know what you think, because I do ramble a lot because there's no feedback when you're doing this. So, anyway, so please share tips if you guys do this, how you do it maybe, or things you've tried that didn't work or did work. That would be awesome. So, thank you all for joining me today in my book nook, and hopefully I will be able to edit this pretty quickly, because that's the part that's kind of scares me. I can edit this pretty quickly and get it posted so we can get this ball on the road. And then I am probably going to turn around and do the next, which is my gratitude page for January. So that will probably be the next video I will be posting. So I will talk to you all later. You guys have a good day.